When they be speeding around, they just be having you like this, looking crazy. I'm not worried about nothing, I'm just living my life. I'm not worried about nothing, taking it one day at a time. I'm not worried about nothing, no, 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 no. I'm free as a bird in a fire. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimmy and you are kicking it with myself. I actually just graduated from AIT, so a lot of my videos now are going to be more Army life related. This is just going to be a quick video about facts about basic training. If you have any questions or any requests, be sure to post those down in the comments. I will try to get to them. I'll try to answer any questions that I possibly can, because I came in here knowing nothing. It would have been nice to have a video like this. Some of the stuff is kind of goofy, but it's stuff that I experienced. Fact number one, make sure your people write you letters. Hold on, I'm gonna show you all the letters I got in basic training. I actually should have counted them, but I got a whole bunch of letters in basic training. A lot of my letters came from my friend Robin. She used to like decorate them and put all these stickers. So anytime they pulled out a letter that had like stickers, they're like, oh, there you go. I got some that has scratch and sniffs on them. You want letters. And packages are fun too. Make sure you get at least one package during basic as well. When mail call came and you didn't get a letter, it's like, man, nobody love me out there. I mean, we had no other way of communicating with people. We got our phones on Sundays for like 20 minutes. One time I got my phone on Sunday and my phone decided to update, so I literally got to use it for all of 5 minutes. So you want your letters. Like, I would sit up at night and write letters back to people. Make sure you have your people's addresses so you can start sending letters as soon as you know what your address is going to be at basic training. Next thing, in basic training, there are no chairs. You literally sit crisscross applesauce for everything. My lower back was killing me, and it's not good for your hips. We are not 3 years old anymore. There's no chairs in rooms. Your back is gonna hurt. Like, as soon as I got out of basic training, gave myself a week, I was good to go. We ate outside on a drill pad, which is concrete, crisscross applesauce. PowerPoint presentations and different stuff, crisscross applesauce. You couldn't like stretch your legs out or bend your knees to your chest. It had to be crisscross applesauce. So your lower back is probably gonna hurt because how we had to sit. There are no chairs. Be prepared for that. It might not sound like, okay, there's no chairs. All right, do that for 3 months or 10 weeks or whatever it is. Sitting on a hard floor. It's not fun. Basic training, you're about to eat a whole bunch of MREs. I lost weight because I just couldn't do it. I had heard of MREs, but I didn't know we were gonna eat. Of our 3 meals, 2 of them would be MREs. It was horrible. I'm gonna give you an example of how horrible they are. This right here is an oatmeal cookie. This is supposed to be a dessert. But if you imagine this as a dessert, you probably can only imagine what the actual food tastes like. It was horrible. But you're going to eat lots of MREs. Keep that in mind. Be mentally prepared. That was a shock to me. Another thing about basic training is you're going to use a lot of porta potties. My time in basic training, I used more porta potties than I have used porta potties in my entire life. And they don't have toilet paper. There's nowhere to wash your hands. I always kept a thing of sanitizer. This is golden. Sometimes you're going to be the only one, so everybody's going to want to squirt. Keep sanitizer on you. And I actually kept some just for this video. When they give you dinner, I will always take a stack of napkins, fold them up. This is perfect toilet paper. And then I kept a plastic baggie with baby wipes, you know, just in case you had to poop. Another source of toilet paper is in the MRE. They give you these napkins. I always saved them. Don't throw these away. They're little squares. Usually for me, this is one use, but see how thin they are? If somebody else didn't have toilet paper, like, you'd be giving them 2 little thin squares. Try to help your battle buddies out. When you get MREs, do not throw these away. Save them. Get extra napkins at dinner when you got field child. Always have sanitizer and baby wipes for your friend, because you're going to use lots of porta potties and you're probably going to use the bathroom in the woods at some point or another. Got it? Got it. In basic, it's a whole lot of broken people. Broken people are people that got boots, people on crutches, people on profile, and the drill sergeants did not care. One time I was looking out the window, they were out there like in the PT pit, and it was a guy on crutches, and he was having to do the exercise like on the crutches. Try your best not to get injured. If you are on profile and you can't technically do an event, and it's an event that's required in order to graduate, you're not going to graduate. I got injured in basic training, but I still thugged it out because I was not trying to stay there any longer. Some people end up having to rehab and they're in the training status for like a year because they hurt themselves so bad. Some things are unavoidable, but if you can push through, push through. If it's like a real issue, get checked out. But I just pushed through, and once I got to AIT, I got on profile. To avoid being broken, take care of yourself. Make sure you stretch at night. Stretching is really important, and it will help you avoid injury. Hopefully you don't wind up broken in basic, because that's not fun. Last thing, drill sergeants cannot drive. That's it. That's all. That's the story. Drill sergeants can't drive. Maybe just my drill sergeants can drive. I think sometimes I think they did it on purpose. So in basic training, they transport you around in pickup trucks and the back is covered. It's almost like a covered wagon, but instead of a horse pulling it, it's a drill sergeant in a pickup truck. And so if you had to go to appointments or you had to go different places, we would have to get in the back and we would have to wear ACHs. An ACH is like a helmet and you had to strap it in. And there was no seat belts and they would be flying. You know how in real life, if you're going to turn, you slow down and then ease into the turn? It's almost like they would just whip you. I mean, you would literally just be flying around in the back of the truck, just looking like a bobblehead. We had a drill sergeant. She was driving so crazy and so fast. Like, she got a speeding ticket with like trainees in the back of her vehicle. Also, that same drill sergeant, we would have to go down to Chow. We would have to walk down there and meet the drill sergeant. They would drive the vehicle there and we would load it up and they would drive it back. One day we got down there and she's just like up against the curb next to this big old trash can. And I'm like, what in the world? She's like, don't say anything. Just help me push this trash can out the way so I can move this truck. She done snagged the back of the truck up against the trash can. So we literally had to physically push this huge garbage can in order for her to like reverse and keep on going. Drill sergeants can't drive. One time my battle had an appointment, so I went with her and we're in the back of the thing just getting slung around. And when we came back, it's this huge tree. It had been cut down, but it was still a pretty tall stump and it had a ribbon tied around it. And everybody knew it was there. They parked their cars there daily, so you knew this stump was there. It was one of the senior drill sergeants. I don't know what was going through his head, but we're in the back and he goes to pull into the space next to it, or so we thought. And we looking like, this man, if he don't stop, he about to hit this tree. We in the back, senior drill sergeant. And he bumps the tree, right? And we, okay. He goes for it again, backs up again, bumps the tree again. He hit it about 3 different times before he got his life together. And we just back there looking at each other like, I know this man not about to keep on hitting this tree with us in here. And so when we got out, he had to let us out. He came around and he was like, y'all tell anybody I hit that tree, I'm gonna recycle y'all. We like, yes, senior drill sergeant. And it was a group of guys loading a truck or something up. They're just cracking up laughing and they like, it's a good thing y'all had y'all ACHs on. And just to give you some context, this is what the ACHs are. These big old combat things. So you just be back there. When they be speeding around, they just be having you like this, looking crazy. No, but those are some things, some quick facts about basic training, some things to expect. The list is like a mile long. But like I said, I'm very serious when I say make sure your people write you letters. If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell a friend, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Thanks for watching.